streets of some major American cities. In Portland, Oregon, one person got shot.
We'll have much more on the simmering divisions in this conflict.
Alright guys, this is almost to continue from the Tuesday video. I mean, yeah. So we have President Trump, President-elect if you want to call it that. And now people are losing their shit over it. Because it's like you got your protests and people are trying to do a GoFundMe or change.org about wanting to not let this happen and saying like Hillary needs to be president. It's like, no. I mean, yes, the popular vote said that Clinton won, but the electoral vote is what counts. Which, like I said before, it's like they pretty much already predetermined it before the contest already ended. So it's kind of like the, like I said, the award show thing. Or like if you try to work really hard during school, then all of a sudden the popular kid always ends up winning. And despite the fact that you've been there and perfect attendance and all that shit. Of course, I wouldn't know. I've never had perfect attendance or good grades. D student here. But it's like, and then they're going out there and crying and bitching and moaning, complaining, cutting class, stopping roads and all that stuff. And I mean, I read this somewhere that this is kind of like how it is when it's like you get a trophy just for showing up, or it's like everyone's a winner. Fuck that shit, okay?
Trump voters are speaking out in support of the new president-elect. And ABC's Gloria Riviera is in Washington for us this morning. Hi, Gloria.
Hi there, Paula. Good morning. That's right. Overnight, heated anti-Trump protests in more than a dozen major cities across the country. Initially, in a tweet, President-elect Donald Trump dismissed them, but some activists are now saying they hope this is just the beginning of the nation's strongest protest since Occupy Wall Street. Overnight, protesters across the country denouncing Donald Trump's victory. Violent demonstrators seen here in Portland threatened with tear gas after allegedly throwing burning objects at officers. Investigators saying one protester was hurt in a shooting that broke out during the protest. The injuries not life-threatening. In other cities, Philadelphia, Dallas, and Miami, thousands marching mainly peacefully against the president-elect. Despite Trump's losing of the popular vote to Hillary Clinton, his supporters, who propelled him to win 29 states, say they staged their protests in the ballot box.
Give us somebody who's not a politician. Give us somebody who is successful, but one of the people. I think he's going to surround himself with the right people.
We know that there's going to be a change now in America.
Electing Trump in part to voice frustration and a sense of marginalization for the last several years.
So many things rush through my head. My children's future, feeling safe and secure.
It's the silent majority Trump and his campaign repeatedly predicted.
And we're going to Washington, D.C. to drain the swamp.
Tensions also spilling into schools across the country. The FBI now investigating an incident targeting black students at the University of Pennsylvania. According to school officials, students were anonymously added to a group chat featuring racist slurs, threats, and photos depicting lynchings.
People started to get like more confidence, and like now they see that someone's in charge that like shares the same morals. That is like they feel confident with like projecting that.
In the protests in Portland, police say more than $1 million in damage has been done. There are more protests planned for today in New York and Los Angeles, and reports of plans for a significant protest here in Washington, D.C. on January 20th, when President-elect Donald Trump takes the oath of office. Dan, Paula.
It's a tense time in America. Gloria, thank you. Let's get more on all of this now with ABC News political.
And yet this is what happens when you don't get your way. All you're doing right now, what you're doing is just proving nothing. And probably trying to get stuff for free. Because, like, I'm kind of traumatized too. Because I had to listen to this shit. And I even threatened people with write-ups on Wednesday. I even said that first person at work to comment about this election will get a write-up. And it started a slight argument about how if I didn't like it, call off from work and blah, 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 blah. And if I did that, I promise you, a television would have been killed. Because, I mean, it's all over. I mean, media, TV, well, media is TV, but either way, I mean, online, television, radio, and I just didn't want to hear it. I ended up hearing it eventually because, I mean, just the shock value. Just the shock of it all. It's like, Wednesday morning, turn on the television, it's like, Trump won. What now? So, yeah. But that didn't quite, I mean, people still talk about it. It's like, yeah, okay, sure. It's like, I'm not happy about it. I'm still not saying who I voted for, because I'm taking that to my grave. And only one person knows about it, and that's Trubby. So, but to continue on, I mean, it's probably what happens when the day after a big sports event, and people will now fucking shut up about it. Which will probably happen again. It's like, hey, did you watch that game where that player scored 56 points? Like, write up! You gotta fucking write up, because you will not fucking shut up! Kind of like that. Of course, then people are gonna say, well, that's not fair! I don't do fair. I've been trying to be fair for the last 40 plus years. Look where it's got me. Nowhere. Now, I could probably say that, well, they could probably agree with me, but then there are those, the rest of them, pretty much the same protesters who never got what they wanted, or they always got what they wanted, but then when they get told no, they end up throwing a temper tantrum and all that stuff. Hell, go to Walmart, okay? Go to fucking Walmart. And if you see a kid flaring around on the floor because he couldn't get a Paw Patrol toy because he always got what he wanted, because mommy always said I could, but daddy said no, it's kind of like this. But I will say this. When Bush won in 2000, did I go out and protest and complain that it wasn't fair? I was disappointed, but I didn't go out and protest. Same for 2004, and that's when things kind of went, I mean, hell, $4 gas, and the economy was crap, and all that, but I held through. I mean, hell, I survived Bush, I survived Clinton, I survived H.W., I survived Reagan, I even lived through Carter, and Obama, well, we're going to live through this, so I will survive this. It's going to take some time, and we'll make do. And for the rest of you who says that he's not going to make it, give the guy a chance, okay? Now, if 2 years later on, it's like the economy's in the toilet, everyone's homeless, it's like if it's the Great Depression again, then I'm wrong and all that. So, yeah. Another political rant for your morning, Saturday morning. So I guess till next time, thanks for watching Comic Box is Open.